everyone. I hope you're doing really well. It's a very gray and gloomy day in March. I feel like I haven't been in this space for a very long time. I checked this morning. My last video was in February, but for some reason it feels like it was months and months ago. It might be this very long, drawn out winter season we've been having. It could be because I've had a lot going on in life and I took a week or two off. I've been super busy preparing for Knit City Toronto, which is next week. And it kind of feels like I haven't been here in a very long time. But I am back. Spring is officially here on the calendar, at least. It doesn't really feel like it around here, which is just outside of Toronto in Canada. This past week alone, we have had a pretty bad snowstorm, ice pellets, rain, a little bit of sun, and I feel like we have a bit more of a wait before spring actually arrives. I am very much looking forward to it. It has been a long winter. I've debated a bit about how much to share here, and I've tried to film this a couple of times and I keep stumbling over it. So I think I'm just going to say that we lost someone very, very important to us, one of the most important people in my life, in February. And so it's been a difficult month. It's just been a lot. So I'm going to leave it at that, because if I say any more, I think I'm going to get a little bit emotional, and we're not going to do that today. So I am about to head out to the grocery store. I'd like to pick up a few things to prepare for a very busy week ahead, because as I mentioned, Knit City Toronto is next weekend. I believe it's March 27th to the 29th at the Enercare Centre. If you are anywhere local to that, I hope to see you there. It is a really fun event. It's the second one, I believe, that's being held in Toronto. I was at the first one as a vendor as well. It's a really fun show. There are so many wonderful vendors and makers there. I'm really excited to be there, finally have everything set up, because at the moment, my house is a bit of a mess. I've got bags everywhere upstairs. There is an absurd amount of dust and threads upstairs from sewing project bags, and I ordered a couple of new shelving units for my booth that I think will be a lot more convenient. So I've got stuff kind of lingering as I'm figuring out how to build stuff, how I want to set up my booth. It's going to be a busy week. I have lots of loose ends to wrap up, but I'm also in a pretty good place with the actual making. I am almost done. I actually finished all of the bag making last week, but I'm trying to squeeze in a few more bags. So I've got more to finish sewing in the next couple of days. I've got the displays to figure out, but I really want to start my week off well organized, have my dinners planned, have some groceries in the fridge so that my days are just really easy to get through. So I've made a banana bread this morning. I'm heading out to the grocery store now. When I get back, I wanted to share some of my making with you. I've been working on my no frills sweater. I've pulled out another older whip that I'm really enjoying. And I have quite a few new cookbooks that I've purchased in the last month. I think it was kind of my cozy comfort thing to just get through a difficult month or two. So I've got some great new books that I'm loving. Being in the kitchen has been a huge source of comfort to me. It's very grounding. I love cooking for my family, and so that's what I've been focusing on the most. And I am easing back into some of my knitting projects and really loving those as well. I have a lot of sweaters I would like to cast on, but I'm pacing myself. I'm going to share all of these things with you in this video, but now I'm going to get out, get my groceries, and figure out what else I need to do before this new week starts. I'm back from the grocery store. I picked up all the essentials that we need for next week. I didn't really meal plan, but I picked up a few basics so I can pull together a couple of easy meals, and also a few things that I really like to make snack plates with. If I'm really busy this week and don't want to think about what to have for lunch, I can just pull out some olives, some cheese. I made a big batch of chickpeas yesterday in the slow cooker, and I can just have a really quick snack plate. I've got fruits, veggies, dips, all of that stuff stocked in the fridge. I also made a quick stop at Bulk Barn because I wanted to replenish my little candy jar in the kitchen. I love my gummy bears, and so I picked up some of those and a couple of other things to throw in. It's a little bit noisy. Glenn just pulled out our fridge in the kitchen to fiddle with something. It's been acting up for a few weeks. He keeps fixing it and it seems fine, but our freezer is not freezing 100%. So keeping an eye on that, and he's working on that right now. We're just kind of doing random things around the house. He also cleaned out the garage, but this is the mess that I've been dealing with for days. These are the boxes for the new shelves that I got for my booth, for any booth, but particularly for Knit City, Toronto next week. They collapse and they're super easy to open and close. And I'm keeping a box because Glenn made the suggestion that we could use one in the car to lay it down on. I don't really have any like dust cloths to cover them, so it might keep it protected. I will see, but I really like it. I've got two of them. One is here. I've got one over here. These are some of the project bags that I will be bringing. I was taking some photos. I forgot to put a tassel on this one. This is one of only two of the chevron denim bags that I have left. I have run out of that fabric for a really long time, and I found a little bit in my studio. All I could manage were two bags out of it, but I've got my chambray dots. I've got these cute sewing machines, bust forms or Judy's, a beautiful floral from Rifle Paper Company. And then I've got some large project bags I'm really excited about. So I've got the burgundy strawberries, this gorgeous yellow geometric, and then I've also cut out two more prints for the large bags. They're on my sewing machine table right now. I'm gonna try to get those done in the next couple of days, but I'm kind of working in the dining room. I'm gonna start bringing the bags down here, fill up the shelves, see what I'm doing. Before I put this away, I thought I would share, while I was at the grocery store, I picked up one of my favorite things because I am all out. I do have some of the lavender one in my bathroom, but I wanted another one of the Dr. Bronner's 18-in-1 peppermint Castile soaps. I love these. They didn't have the large size. I would have gotten a bigger one, but this is what I use to put in my foam soap dispensers. So you just put a little bit of this in, you fill the rest with water, and it's great for hand soap. I also really love to wash my makeup brushes with this. It's just a really good all-purpose soap to have, and I love the peppermint, so I picked that up. I was at the grocery store that has the Joe Fresh clothing range, so I was looking at pajamas and just all of the cute stuff that they have out for spring and summer. And I saw this beautiful sweater, and I thought it was the perfect short sleeve sweater for transitional weather. I think it's super cute. I tried it on. It's a really nice fit, and I also love the feel of it. I have a feeling there's some cotton in here, and I do love a bit of cotton in a sweater, so I'm really happy with this little surprise purchase from the grocery store. I did also get a puzzle board a few weeks ago, and I love it. I've been really enjoying puzzles at the dining room table, but I sometimes take breaks from them, and I don't really like having the puzzle out on the table all the time. And so this allows me to just pick it up. There's actually a little cover for it, like a cover that you can put to protect your puzzle on top. And then you can slide it under a couch, under a table, move it around. And it has a Lazy Susan attachment as well. It's got a couple of drawers on each side, which is really nice. I haven't even gotten to the point of really sorting. All I've managed so far with this puzzle is the border, and I've just started one little section. It's been a really busy week, so I haven't had a lot of time to work on it, but this is the puzzle. I think it's beautiful. It has a lot of gold in it, which you can see here. It's another puzzle by Gallison. It's one of my favorites. I can't remember if this one was from HomeSense or from Amazon, but here it is. There's the name, Gallison, and it's called Potted Teacups. I think it's really pretty. It's perfect for spring, and I love all of the patterns in here. So this has been my crafty station for the most part. I did have a big tray on the table here with my needlepoint, my coloring books and markers, and a couple of other things. But as I've been pulling out all of this stuff for the show, I tried to tidy up the table a bit. Too much clutter starts to make me nervous, or stressed, I should say. And so I'm trying to keep it as tidy as possible. I do need to find a spot for my puzzle board right now. I might even pop it down to the basement just to get it out of the way, because this week I have a feeling this table is going to be covered. I'm going to start packing bags for the show. I have leather to bring, project bags, little notions, all kinds of stuff. I even have leather journal covers that I'll be bringing to Knit City. I've got the two colors that I had in the shop previously, and I have a new third color to add to the mix. I'm super excited about that. I do need to string them all with the elastic this week, so I've got lots of little things to do. I'm gonna sort some of this out. I like to do a little tidy in between the things that I do throughout the day, so I think that's what I'm going to do next, and then I'm going to sit down and share a little knitting update with you. Let's have a little knitting and making update. I've been trying to get back into making each and every day. I was really into it for a bit, then I got off of it, and then on, off, but I'm back on. So I finally have 2 knitting projects that I am consistently trying to work on and really enjoying. The first one is a sweater in this large project bag of mine. I really love this bag. And it is a no frills sweater by Petite Knits. It's a sweater that I have wanted to cast on for years. I've seen so many beautiful versions of it. It's a really wearable sweater. It just looks super cute. You can use so many different kinds of yarn, but I finally found the perfect yarn for it. I can't remember if I had the yarn in my last video or had started this. I don't think I did, but this is what I have so far. I've done the rib collar, I've done the short rows, I am working on the raglan increases, and I've just transferred it to a longer cord, and I feel like it's coming out really beautifully. I think this is the perfect yarn for this. I wanted something that was kind of neutral but had interest to it. I didn't want to go with a solid color, but I didn't want to go with something too speckled. And this one is perfect. It is Chelsea Luxe yarns. Look at those. In the color Fairy Tale. This is the 80-10-10 fingering weight yarn. And this is the mohair in the same color. And I think it's perfect. I'm absolutely thrilled with this choice. It's going to be exactly what I wanted. And so I am trying to push through the rest of the raglan increases so that I can split for the sleeves. As soon as I get to that point, I think it will be really quick. It's an enjoyable knit. I did have to watch a video to get through one portion of the pattern. I think Petite Knits patterns are great, but every once in a while, I find them a little unclear. There was a section that to some, I'm sure is completely understandable, but something wasn't clicking. I found video tutorials of someone working through all the steps, and I just sat in front of the screen and followed along, and I got through it. It was fine. But I think the rest of it is going to be a breeze. I really, really wanted to have this sweater for Knit City, but things have just been really hectic, and there's been so much going on that I took a couple of breaks from it, but I am still going to work through it and finish it so that I have this beautiful no frills sweater to wear. So I'm super happy with this project. I've been thinking about sweaters again quite a bit. As you can see, these are the tags for my yarn. Those are the two different bases. I have a lot of sweaters I'd like to work on, so I'm really trying to stick with one at a time because there are a lot of good things that I already have the yarn for. I have the patterns printed out. I've got some bags and needles set aside, but I don't want to cast on too many things at one time because I don't think I have enough knitting time each day for that to make sense for me. I will never get anything done if I cast on too many things at once. The other project that I have been working on is in this blueberry bunny bag. I'm kind of obsessed with this color again. I don't think I've done blueberry in a while, so I think it might come back soon. I was going through my whip basket that I have on some shelves in my studio, and I found this, and I had started it quite a while ago. I put it aside. I could not figure out where I was in the pattern for some reason. I pulled it back out. I kept looking at it for a couple of days. I still felt confused, and then it clicked. I realized where I was at, and I was kind of hoping to also have this to wear at Knit City next week, but again, life got in the way. So I'm just working on it and enjoying making some progress on this little neck scarf in this beautiful Mayak yarn. So this is the Party Line Scarf by Young Folk Knits, and it's a really pretty pattern. I can't remember how long ago I cast this on. Let's see if I have. There's Casey. Isn't she beautiful? She's the designer, and this is what it looks like. So I'm finally making some progress. I feel like the beginning took a minute and it felt like it was going to take forever, but as soon as I got into the rhythm of knitting this, it's been flowing really quickly. This is a beautiful progress keeper from Soft Spoken. I'm obsessed with her charms. Progress keepers, stitch markers. She's going to be at Knit City next week as well. And I think this is the perfect yarn choice for me. It is Mayak. I'm trying to remember the name of the yarn and I can't right now. I think it's a Sport DK and the color is Jade. I think I found it because I had this so long ago. I don't know where the band is for the yarn, but I looked it up and I'm pretty sure I put it in my last Instagram post that had this project in it, and now I can't remember again. But it's really nice to work on. It's just a really relaxing knit. I don't know how many more repeats I have to do. I'm trying not to think about it. But I thought this would be perfect to just dress up a super simple t-shirt and jeans outfit, which is my favorite. I love it. So I'm really happy that I picked this up again. I think I did a big whip clean out a few months ago, and that worked really well for me. I think I might do another one this spring. I've done a lot of spring cleaning in there in the last 2 years, but I feel like I have one more to go. I have sample bags I might be doing a little sample sale with at some point in the next month or two, and I might clean out my whip basket again. We will see. There's a couple of things I've had on the needles for years, and I'm just gonna pull the plug, and if I'm not going to work on them, they're going to go. I do have a 2nd Avenue wrap that I started maybe 2 years ago, and it's kind of tucked in a basket and I keep forgetting about it, but I think that one is going to come out this spring as well. I just really want to make some progress and finish these 2 projects first. I am really enjoying my making. I am trying to carve out time each and every day for all of the things. So usually I like to do a bit of knitting in the morning, maybe during a midday break, sometimes in the evening, but the evenings I am kind of reading or coloring or unwinding from the day. And I've also been trying needlepoint. I absolutely love what I've learned so far. I'm pretty sure I shared this. This is a kit that I got from Unwind Studio for a bookmark. I have never done needlepoint before. I've tried cross stitch, embroidery, punch needle. I find some of those needle crafts a little bit fussy, but there's something I love about needlepoint that feels clean and precise, and I'm really enjoying it. So this is what the bookmark looks like. It came with a little instructional booklet and that diagram. Here is the canvas. I have made a very small start doing only the continental stitch, which I love. I've got my little needle minder here. I've got more yarn ready to go. But I'm a little bit stumped with how to carry on in which direction and what color section next. So I thought the plan would be to use this color and just do everything I can in this color. I think that's a good plan. I think that's what I've seen most people do. But because it's in such interesting areas and broken up, I'm not quite sure if I should do that next. I think I should, but I don't know where to start. So I need to do a little more research, maybe look up some videos. I know there are codes in here to get more instructions and guidance, especially maybe this one, how to stitch with a printed canvas. I really just need to figure out how to approach the canvas and the pattern. I know which direction I'm supposed to go. I know which way the stitches go. I know how to leave a little bit of a tail so that I can catch it later. I know how to weave in the end of it. I just don't know what to do next. So I did that little section, and now I'm trying to figure out if I should do like this section. Can I carry over the yarn to this section? I don't really know. So it's all new to me. I'm trying to figure it out. This kit is so pretty. All of the colors are gorgeous. And I love having it all in this little pouch that I also got from Unwind Studio. So I think it's going to be a really fun summer craft. I think this would be perfect to take out into the backyard and work on in the afternoons or the early evenings. Oh, this is what the finished bookmark looks like. I think it's gorgeous. So I'm working on that. If you have any suggestions for help in the next stage, let me know. I'm happy to look it up, but every time I do a little bit of a search online, I'm overwhelmed by all of the stuff that I'm finding. So that's been on pause, but I'd really like to pick that up again soon. I do have a little bit of shop news. I'm doing Knit City next week, which I've mentioned a few times. I'm also doing a very small leather update on Sunday, March 22nd, I believe. I think that's the date, on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a really small leather update of the color Iris, which is my leather of the month color, because of Knit City and also because I did a pre-order for this color. I wanted to make sure if anyone really wanted a specific bag in this color, I would have enough leather for it. It was a little bit challenging to plan for an update and the show. And so I have just a small batch that I'm going to put in the shop on Sunday. And then the rest of it will be coming with me to Knit City. If you are coming and are interested, my plan is to bring some avocado leather, the iris, some black plum, and brown. So those are the 4 main colors of the bigger bags that I already have planned to bring. And whatever I bring back from the show will be in the shop in April, along with all of the project bags that I bring home as well. So I wanted to just share what the iris leather looks like because I have all of the samples here. This is the large everything tote bag. This is actually one of my favorite colors because I am a purple person. I do love black plum. This is another favorite of mine because it's a beautiful neutral lavender kind of color. It's purple, but it's hard to explain this color, but I think it is really unique and pretty. This is the carry-all bag. This is the mini tote, which I think is so cute. I love the mini. I do have bunny bags. I forgot to bring those down, and I will have the small and medium zip pouches with the little wristlets. So I'm going to have a few of those in the shop, and then the rest will be coming to Knit City with me. I will have a big shop update after the show with lots and lots of leather project bags and journals, which is very exciting. And I think it's going to keep me busy for the next couple of weeks, not only the week leading up to Knit City, but the week after. There's a lot of unpacking and counting and setting up the website. So that's what's going to keep me busy for a while. I think I might even take a week kind of off in April to do some spring cleaning and to really just focus on a bit of a break with lots of making. I've been itching to have one of those little breaks where all I do is knit, stitch, sew, any of it. I've been wanting to do some quilting. So that's my plan. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to clean up this mess, put everything away, and I do want to also share some favorite cookbooks that I've picked up in the last few weeks. I really lost some control in that department when it came to shopping, and I'm not mad about it. I've been I've been reorganizing my cookbooks a little bit. I spent some time a couple of weeks ago rearranging and rotating them in the kitchen. I cleaned up my little kitchen cart, and I've just been really enjoying the books that I already have as well as some new ones. So I want to share those with you next. For the last couple of months, cookbooks have been my coziest comfort. I always enjoy them. I've been collecting them since before I got married. I used to ask for them for Christmas and birthday gifts. I just love a good book that I can flip through for inspiration, to find new recipes. I particularly love reading them. I love hearing about someone else's kitchen or dinner practices or meal prep ideas. I love that peek into someone's kitchen and home. And I really love reading a cookbook in bed at night. I love Nigella Lawson. There are a few other authors that I have that I just enjoy sitting down to read. These are 3 new cookbooks that I've purchased in the last month or two, and I think they are all fantastic. I'm going to start with my favorite one of this group, which is Something from Nothing by Alison Roman. I have one of her other books. I believe she has 4 books out now. I have her Sweet Enough book, which is all desserts and sweet treats. It is a gorgeous book. I've never been drawn to pick up her other books. I believe this is her newest one, and it is amazing. She's an incredible writer. I believe she used to work for the New York Times food column. And her book is just filled with amazing recipes and also lots of little bits to read. You can see I've already marked off quite a few things I'd like to try. It's a beautiful book. The pictures are stunning. The whole layout is wonderful. She's got basics, but a lot of them are just super flavorful, and they might have 1 or 2 little combinations that I haven't tried before. So I think it's really inspiring. She's got some great soups, pastas, a lot of great ideas in this book, and I really enjoy her writing. So this has been my favorite cookbook purchase of the year so far. It might even be a favorite from last year. I'm trying to remember which cookbooks I got last year, but this is definitely a must-have for me. I love it. I like her little blurbs at certain points in the book about how she does her classic tuna salad. This one, I really liked what she wrote here. She reminds me a little bit of Nigella, which I love. She has a lot of really great opinions on food or standpoints, and I love it. So this is just a little flip through. I think it's a gorgeous book. I don't think there are any desserts in here, which is fine by me. But I think it's filled with things that I would like to try. Totally my style of cooking, and yet there are no desserts in here. But this book I would highly recommend if you are a cookbook lover. I'm really excited about this one. This one I have had on my list to check out for a few months now. I've been seeing it pop up all over the internet, and I finally grabbed it. It's called By Heart, Recipes to Hold Near and Dear by Haley Catalano. I also follow her on TikTok. She is really great. I just love her energy, and this book is beautiful. She has quite a bit at the beginning about her philosophy on farmers markets, on her kitchen. I think there's even a section in here. I think this is really great, keeping a calm kitchen. I really like this book. I have a few things marked off on pages here. Not as many as the other book, but still quite a few. I think there's just a lot of great recipes in here. Dips, appetizers, a broth intermission. I love the graphics in here. I love the way everything is laid out. It's a beautiful book. So I'm enjoying this one as well. I love personal photos. She has recipes inspired by her grandmother, which I love. So much that I want to try in here. She does have a little sourdough section, which I also really enjoy. I'm trying to get back into my sourdough baking, and she's got a crash course chapter. Love the images. She's got tips and recipes for that, condiments, and a few sweet treats at the end as well. And I really like this one because there are quite a few Italian-inspired desserts in here, which I love. Reminds me of my dad. And the last one I had never seen or heard about. It's Don't Think About Dinner by Jen Luecke, creator of Jen Eats Good. I don't know who she is. I happened to stumble upon it in the bookstore when I was browsing with James, and I was really impressed. It says the ultimate guide to planning, prepping, and shopping smart. And I felt like there were a lot of good ideas in here for a bit of meal prep. I'm not a big meal prep person, but I do like to do a few things on a Sunday or Monday that set me up well for the week. And she's got quite a bit of great information and tips in here on how to plan ahead, what to keep in your pantry, what to shop for, and then she has lots and lots of recipes. So this one is really interesting. I don't think I have another cookbook quite like this one, and I thought it would be a nice resource. And I think what sold me on it were the actual recipes. So she's got lots of meal planning information at the front. And then here are the recipes. Overnight oats, smoothies, there are some muffins, oat bars. I really love a bit of breakfast type prep. Biscuits, I think there are egg muffins in here, which I know Glenn really likes. So I think I'm going to make a few of these things and try them out the week after the show. I'm really excited to just get back on track with a bit of meal prep. I love having a good chopped salad in the fridge for the week for myself. There's a lot of great stuff in here. She's even got snacks, dips, and then you get into dinners. And they're a little bit different than the other two books, but I still really like them. I like to have a bit of variety. She's got 30-minute meals here, which are great for weeknights. High protein hits, which I know the boys will like. I just really like this book. I think it's quite different than anything that I have. And I've been carrying this one around the house with me, actually. This has been the one in my bedroom the last few days. I'm just trying to think about what I might want to make when I have a bit more time. I really do think that this week is going to be such a busy week that I'm not trying new recipes, but I think these are all really great additions to my cookbook collection. I tidied up my big black cookbook shelf here in the dining room. I've been rotating a few others and pulling out some of the ones that I really enjoy in spring and summer, and I think in the next few weeks I'm going to continue to do that. Just pull out some of my older favorites, spend time with them, because not only do I find great recipes, but I really just enjoy flipping through them. I think it's time to start wrapping things up. I've come up to the studio because I have a little bit of work to do today. I grabbed myself some sweet treats from my new treat jar. I've got project bags over there that need labels attached. I've got a whole bunch of leather journal covers that need elastic cords attached to them. This is my new color, which is dark brown. I'm obsessed. This is the cognac and the red that I've already had in the shop, but this is the brand new color. And I have quite a bit of prep to do to make sure everything is in order for the Iris Leather of the Month shop update, which will be on Sunday at 5 p.m. I also have a brand new bag that I've designed and I'm hoping to launch after the show. So I've got a lot to work on. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have really enjoyed catching up with you and sharing all of my makes. I hope you have a wonderful start to spring, whatever that looks like, wherever you are, and I will see you next time.